Check. OP Zen. We gotta talk, people, because listen, the AMP is down to 1. We also gotta talk some Donald J. Trump, because listen, someone just tried to take him out. So you're gonna want to stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this one. OP Zen. Since Genesis, 16th of September 2023, 12:52 p.m. AMP is down to 1. Remember, AMP was only set to 300 for this one. The idea was that if you wanted to see what Ethereum Zen would look like 8 years from now, you might want to take a look into Optimism Zen. Now, we haven't seen that transpire just yet, but all you need to know is that the total supply right now is 24.8 trillion, almost 25 trillion. Liquid supply 14 trillion, and the total Zen stakes is 10 trillion Zen. Shout out to the Zenians who are staking, man. They have a long-term horizon. As you can see, a rally like 2023, I don't see it happening this year. You know, last year we broke out, we did a reversal 12x. We might get another reversal, but I don't see it until 2025. Why? Ask Uncle Jack, because, you know, X1. When X1. But yeah, all jokes aside, AMP is down to 1. I think this will be going back to 0 now. The optimism gas, you know, people always hated it going to 1 because it prevented people from minting, minting properly because of high gas fees. But now that you don't have to mint anymore, people just might want to look into buying, no financial advice, from the dexes. Now you can only buy Optimism Zen from these dexes and burn it. You know, shout out to dbxen, because listen, man, look at dbxen, bro. You know, shout out to Raz. Listen, people criticize Raz, but here's the thing about Raz, man. People eat off of whatever Raz creates. dbxen FT was fire. dbxen fire. Recently, Q.ai, you know, you see me get some Q. I'm still getting my Q rewards, which is dope. Look at dbxen, bro. This is the one on Optimism. I just came in here today. I'm like, look at this, 0.015 ETH. Isn't that like $50 or something? You know, across 10 different chains, Raz is still feeding people. And all you have to do is just burn Zen. You know, you can burn your OP Zen in this case. You can buy the dbxen off the market, the dbxen token off the dexes of Uniswap, and then just come over here, stake it, and you earn Ethereum. This is real ETH. Let me go ahead and claim this. This is real ETH rewards that you're earning. Now, if ETH goes to $10,000, $20,000, this is a lot of money. But right now, you know, because we're just kicking off with the bull market, you know, either accumulate this or use it to buy more dbxen, or you can do whatever you want with your dbxen earning rewards. But yeah, that's how amazing this dbxen contract is. You literally, all you have to do is just buy these dbxen tokens, stake them. There's only ever going to be 5 million of them created, and within the first 2 years, I think 80% of it will be mined. And then there you have it. Stake them, earn free Ethereum. Simple as that. You can also burn Zen over here and earn not only ETH, but the dbxen, pretty much. The dbxen, which is automatically staked for you, and you earn some free rewards. See, I've been burning some Zen. I haven't burnt in a while, but when I was burning it, you can see right here, I've earned 1,000 OPDXN. That's how amazing this dbxen contract is still. So shout out to Raz Van, man. Dope guy. Check out mineq.ai, and he's got some amazing stuff coming too. Like, I've seen somewhere on Twitter that he posted about the Q token factory thing. Initially, I think it was Jack and them's idea, but because they're doing Solana now, they moved on to some other stuff. Razvan is trying to bring it back, which is dope. Token factory is just encouraging people, lowering the barrier of entry. For example, the layman's like one of us, if we decide to launch a token, we don't know how to code. They will do all the coding and the background stuff for us, and all you have to do was just put in your bread, put your money where your mouth is, and then launch your token. Like, they would make it easy for the layman to launch a token, pretty much. Yeah, that's how dope Token Factory is. And the token had to be first principle. Like, you can't just pre-mine them and allocate 50% of the supply to yourself and then talking about first principles. No, you know, it ain't gonna be like that. It's gonna be fairly mined and everything. Raz is really hype on first principles, so you gotta respect it. You know, you gotta behave. If you're gonna be launching tokens, it has to be fair and square, and it involves the burning of Zen, burning of dbxen, and the burning of his latest product, which is Q, which is dope, man. I think Q's gonna take off. Q's giving me the vibes of Y financing. Yearn Finance wanted Andre Cronje. Shout out to Andre Cronje. You know, Andre Cronje is the godfather of DeFi. In 2020, when the first DeFi bubble happened, Andre Cronje's tokens is what I was getting into. Yearn Finance, YFI, you know, token sets. You remember token sets from Ethereum? I was into that too. Staking these tokens, Ethereum, and earning some rewards with other tokens. He had, like, his game theory is crazy. Like, kind of, if I look into Raz, like, Raz reminds me of Andre Cronje pretty much. And he went on to help build Phantom, you know, Phantom, the blockchain, what it is right now. Andre Cronje helped those Phantom guys build it to what it is right now. Now, sadly, I was really happy and excited. That's why I started validating for X1 when I heard that Jack is using Phantom. He was using Phantom and a hedera hashgraph tech DAG together, which was really a dope idea. But then, unfortunately, the Phantom guys found out that Jack was gonna fork their chain, and a big argument or disagreement or whatever occurred, and that is the reason why he's now moving over to Solana. It seems like the Solana devs and whatnot, they're a little bit more friendlier to Jack than the Phantom guys. I mean, look, if somebody's forking your chain, he's helping you find some bugs, because I remember Jack was helping the Phantom guys find some bugs, and then unfortunately they terminated the thing, which means we ran into a brick wall on that one. So he's taking the Solana route, which is, yeah, I think X1 is going to take longer than how long it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be out by the summer, but right now it's looking like Zenith is right once again, 2025. You know, when he was saying that, it was funny. A lot of people were coming after him, but turns out that, shout out to CG, man, he was right. But yeah, Opxen. Liquidity is like very thin on Optimism Zen. Liquidity is thin on Zen on every chain, but I wish that economic energy that was put into stuff like not SEC or something that Jack, I heard he launched a recent token or something. I checked the liquidity when it first launched, it was like 500k or something close to that. I was like, man, I'm start thinking, what if Opxen had that kind of liquidity? That would have been crazy, you know, and people would be encouraged to burn via dbxen and all these other contracts and all this other stuff. So yeah, just if you're thinking like that, then you'll be super bullish on stuff like Opxen and I don't know, Xenon Base and all these other protocols. Just think like 500k liquidity injected into stuff like that, the insane amount of reversals it could do. This is the reason why you might want Zen on any chain on your portfolio leading up to this upcoming bull market of 2025. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's move on to the talk of the town, Donald J. Trump. I don't know, American politics. Why y'all like assassinating presidents, Americans? I thought Africans were the worst, but the problem is we don't assassinate, we dethrone. We do this thing called coup d'etat. It's a military coup, okay? The military general and the rebels will move on to the palace. We kidnap the president. We tell him, hey, step off the power now. You are no longer our president. That's what we do. We don't use snipers to shoot down Very few African countries do that actually. Usually when there's like a president is assassinated in Africa, that whole country is upside down. But I'm talking about bodies will be stockpiling pretty much. We do riots and stuff like that, but America, come on, dude. Abraham Lincoln, taken out. JFK, you seen what happened to him. Ronald Reagan, someone tried to take him out, and now Donald J. Trump, a bullet grazed him in the head. But luckily he's alive. A prophet prophesied this actually. There was a prophet that was talking about this, and he said that there's gonna be 2 assassination attempts against Donald J. Trump. I remember watching that prophet. He was talking about this a year ago, and look what happened. It looks like this is the first one. Now, unfortunately, he said both attempts would fail and Trump would survive, and he may go on to he might win this election. I don't know how true that's gonna, but yeah, it looks like it's manifesting into reality now. But luckily, it just bullet grazed his neck and they took the dude out. But this time around, I like watching Charles, man. Charles, he's an OG in these kind of things, He doesn't just do crypto. Sometimes he talks politics and whatnot. But just take a listen to this.
Hi. I wanted to make a brief video to talk today about some things that happen. As many of you are aware, there was an assassination attempt on a major party candidate for President of the United States of America. Earlier today in Butler, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump was shot at and the bullets narrowly missed him. They clipped his right ear, and had he not moved his head at the precise moment that he did, there was a very strong possibility that he could have been killed. A person was killed behind him, and 2 other people were injured, and it appears that the shooter was also killed in a process to attempt to stop him from continuing firing. This unfortunately is a predictable event because of the way politics have been devolving in the United States over the past 2-3 decades. We've gone from legitimate differences of opinion to, unfortunately, those who disagree with us are evil and must be destroyed. It takes a lot to radicalize people, but once they've become radicalized, the unfortunate result is typically a de-evolution to political violence.
Yeah, this is part of the reason why I hate politics. I don't vote, I don't do elections, I don't endorse any politician, is because of this, the fanaticism, the radicalization of people. People either become too far right or they become too far left. It's almost like a religious fanatic. When someone becomes a religious fanatic, they become a danger to themselves and to the rest of society. That's why you see people doing heinous acts in public, thinking they're doing it in the name of God, but they're idiots. You killing innocent people for what? That's dumb. Dude hates Donald Trump so bad he was willing to risk his life and lose it and jump in a roof. You can tell that nerdy guy is not even a real sniper, because a real sniper wouldn't have missed. He would have taken that Trump out of there quick. But you can tell it's just some kid that's radicalized, and he watches too much of these Democrats brainwashing him about how evil Trump is, and then boom, he wakes up one day, he might take action. That's how dangerous politics is, because you don't know who's watching you and who's gonna decide to wake up one day and shoot up a whole rally. People are crazy in America, man. Y'all need to control y'all gun laws and all this other stuff, man. That's just the reality.
And unfortunately, this seems to be where we stand as a nation today. Some of the first tweets and trending commentary in social media not were thoughts and prayers or an attempt to gather more information, but certain people saying it's a shame the shooter missed. It's pretty sad that people wish for the death of those that they disagree with, but that's where we're at. I don't blame the people tweeting these things, because I think that the totality of society has been captured by now a generation of social media and instantaneous communication to dehumanize people and to look at people as the other. And it's gotten to a point where we no longer look at the people broadcasting as human beings like us, but rather characters to love or to hate depending upon where your personal preferences sit or what you've been told. And the reality is, it's impossible for us to have any political change when we live in a society that has devolved to this point. We must take a moment of reflection if we ever hope to get out of all of this and realize that while we can be divisive at times, we should never lose sight of our common shared humanity.
Bango. It's okay to disagree with people and have different political parties and whatnot, but don't use hate to fuel it. And that's the dumbest thing people are doing right now about these elections, you know. I'm just gonna leave it at that, bro, because I don't like politics. But yeah, I don't like seeing presidents being killed either, because if this was Biden, I would have made the same video. Like, why would you try to take out Biden, bro? He's on his way out, meaning he might lose the election, you know, because of his age. But yeah, man, just stop the hate, you know, leave these presidents be, bro. As for crypto, a couple of days ago, you know, when I made that video, it was at 54k. We dropped Mt. Gox. It was FUD and it was this and it was that. I told people, they're just trying to shake you out. You know, I've been in this game for many years. I'm numb to this. And some people were laughing. And I was telling them, don't panic, bro. You're new to the game. Don't panic. You don't have to sell because of a Mt. Gox news. Mt. Gox is never going to take Bitcoin to zero. You know, they only have just as much. I mean, we've seen an entire government, an entire country was dumping on us for the last few days, you know, flexing on us. Shout out to Germany, flexing. We have thousands of Bitcoin. We're going to dump. They dumped their stuff all the way to low stock. Now they're not dumping anymore. Look at Bitcoin. It did a reversal rally from 54k back up to what? 60k. It might have been because Germany heard the news that Mt. Gox is dumping, so they got scared and spoofed, so they dumping. You know who's buying while they dumping, bro? It's the institutions, because it ain't me and you, you know, with our 0.1 BTC thinking we're going to change our lives with it. No, it's the big gigantic institutions who are, you know, buying this. They're buying the dip. That's why I said Bitcoin belongs to them now. If you want to make life-changing financial gains, I think you might want to look into some of these altcoins. I predicted this and I told you guys at 54k, I was like, I'm buying. No financial advice, but I'm buying. And look at it, we back up to 60k. Tomorrow we might go back to those lows. We may never see it again. Who cares? But I'm just bullish towards the end of this year. DeFi Summer's cancelled because they're playing some spooky games, trying to shake people out. I think this is what's going on. It's just an attempt to try to shake people out, which means this bull market, you might not see significant gains like the 2021 bull market. I think it's going to be these stupid games that these institutions are going to be playing with BTC. You know, we may not see a major massive rally until 2025. You know, like in 2020, you know, before 2021, Bitcoin moved from 3,000 to about 20k by the end of 2020, you know, and it was an amazing thing to see us get back to previous all-time high, but it didn't take much to move the market back then. Right now, Bitcoin is too heavy to move. You can see that it's harder for us to even break 75k, you know. That means we may not see 100k for a while. I was believing that we may see it shortly after the Bitcoin halving, but after we hit 73k before the halving and then boom, new all-time high, we came right back down. I was like, oh, okay, manipulation. That's what's been going on. But yeah, man, let's just leave it at that. Be bullish, look into your altcoins, no financial advice, and continue to accumulate, no financial advice. That's what I'm doing, you know. But yeah, shout out to you all. I know I haven't been online for a while now because I've been offline. I don't really know what's been going on. I really came back online about 2-3 days ago, and yeah, that's why we're here. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.